Have you ever looked back at a relationship and thought, "How did I not see it? He was madly in love with me." Maybe you were too caught up in your own doubts or insecurities to notice the subtle signs. But here's the thing, sometimes love isn't always grand gestures or dramatic confessions. Sometimes, it's hidden in the tiniest details that you completely overlook. It's in the way he remembers the little things you say, how his eyes light up when you walk into the room, or how he always makes sure you're safe and comfortable. Love often whispers rather than shouts, leaving you wondering what you missed. Today, we're uncovering the secret signs that reveal he's secretly in love with you, so you never have to wonder again. So if you're wondering whether he's truly head over heels for you but just isn't saying it out loud, stick around because I'm about to reveal 16 secret signs that he's madly in love with you, even if you're blind to them. Let me tell you a quick story about my friend Grace. She was dating this guy named Ethan, and for the longest time, she was convinced he just wasn't that into her. He didn't always shower her with compliments or plan grand dates. But after they broke up, Ethan confessed that he had been in love with her all along. Grace was stunned. She never realized that the way he always remembered her coffee order, texted her, "Good night," every single night, and made sure her car was filled with gas before long drives were all his little ways of saying, "I love you." That's when it hit me. Sometimes love isn't loud or obvious. Sometimes it's in the little things that slip right under your radar. And that's why I'm sharing these 16 signs with you today. Because if you're not careful, you might miss out on recognizing true love that's right in front of you. Before we dive in, if you love the video, send heart emoji, and if you think there is need of improvements, please tell us in comments. Let's dive in. Number 1. He listens like your words are gold. You might think listening is just basic decency, but pay attention to how he listens to you. Does he remember the little things you mention in passing? Like how you love hazelnut lattes or that your favorite song is that cheesy 90s hit? When a man truly loves you, he holds onto your words because they matter to him. He's not just hearing you. He's absorbing every detail because it's part of knowing you better. He's genuinely invested in what you have to say because your thoughts and feelings are important to him. Even months later, he'll surprise you by recalling something you said once, proving that your words left a lasting impression on his heart. It's like he's building a mental scrapbook of your stories, storing each one with care. That's how you know his feelings run deep. Number 2. He's your biggest cheerleader. When a guy loves you, your wins feel like his wins. Notice how he lights up when you talk about your dreams or achievements. He'll hype you up like your personal cheerleader, proud of every milestone you hit, even the small ones. This is more than support. It's a deep-rooted desire to see you thrive because your happiness means everything to him. Whether it's acing a big project at work or just nailing a new recipe, he's genuinely thrilled to see you succeed. He'll brag about you to his friends and family, not because he wants to show off, but because he's truly proud of who you are and everything you accomplish. Even when you doubt yourself, he'll be right there, reminding you of your strengths and how far you've come. He believes in you wholeheartedly, even on the days you struggle to believe in yourself. Do not go yet because sign 10 will make you extremely shocked. Number 3. His actions speak louder than his words. Some men aren't big on flowery declarations of love. Instead, they show you how much they care through their actions. Does he always walk on the side of the road closest to traffic? Or maybe he fixes that leaky faucet without you even asking? Love isn't always spoken, it's often shown in thoughtful, practical ways that prove he's invested in your happiness. He'll go out of his way to make your life easier, like picking up your favorite snack after a long day or staying up late to help you finish a project. Even the smallest gestures, like texting to make sure you got home safe, reveal just how deeply he cares. He'll take note of your worries and do whatever he can to ease your stress, whether it's running errands or just being there to listen. His actions consistently prove that your well-being is his priority, even when words fall short. Number 4. He protects your heart. If he's careful with your feelings, never making jokes at your expense or brushing off your emotions, that's a major sign. Real love means safeguarding your heart and never making you feel small or unimportant. He's conscious of how his words and actions affect you because your emotional well-being is his priority. He'll always be mindful of your boundaries and respect your feelings, even during disagreements. Instead of criticizing or belittling you, he'll choose words that comfort and support you. You'll notice how he goes out of his way to make you feel valued and cherished, never allowing careless words or actions to damage your confidence or self-esteem. He'll stand up for you when others try to put you down, making it clear that your feelings matter. Even when you're feeling insecure or vulnerable, he'll reassure you with kindness and understanding, proving that protecting your heart is always his top priority. Number 5. He keeps you in the loop. Men aren't always the most communicative creatures, but if he's madly in love with you, he'll make an effort to keep you in his world. Whether it's sending a random text just to share something funny or calling to update you about his day, he wants you to feel included in his life because you're important to him. He doesn't want you to feel left out or disconnected, so he makes sure to involve you in his thoughts and plans. Even when he's busy, he'll drop a quick message just to let you know he's thinking of you. It's his way of showing that you're always on his mind, no matter what he's doing. He'll even share the small details of his day, from how his meeting went to what he had for lunch, because he values your presence in his life. When something exciting or stressful happens, you're the first person he wants to tell. He craves your input and genuinely cares about how you feel about the things going on in his life. Number 6. He makes an effort with your people. Pay attention to how he treats your friends and family. Even if he's not naturally social, he'll put in the effort to get along with your loved ones because he knows they matter to you. Whether it's bonding with your dad over football or helping your best friend move, he's showing that being part of your life means being part of your circle too. He'll remember little details about your friends, like their favorite hobbies or recent achievements, just so he can make them feel comfortable and valued. Even when social situations aren't his thing, he'll push past his comfort zone to make a good impression because he knows how important it is to you. It's his way of saying, "I care about the people you love because I love you." Number 7. He plans for the future, with you in it. Listen to how he talks about the future. If he's making plans for months or even years down the line that involve you, it's not by accident. Whether it's mentioning a vacation next year or talking about how you'd look great in a house by the beach, he's mentally picturing you in his future because he can't imagine it without you. He'll casually drop hints about growing old together or sharing dreams that include you, like starting a family or building a life in a new city. Even simple statements like, "We should try that new restaurant next month," are his way of reinforcing that he sees you as part of his journey. It's his subtle way of saying, "You're not just part of my present, you're part of my forever." He wants to build memories that last a lifetime and knows that every plan he makes feels incomplete without you by his side. Number 8. He puts your happiness first. Love often means compromise, and he's willing to make sacrifices to see you smile. Whether it's watching your favorite rom-com, even though he's more of an action movie guy, or choosing your favorite restaurant on date night, he puts your joy above his preferences because your happiness genuinely matters to him. He's always looking for little ways to brighten your day, from surprising you with your favorite snacks to canceling his own plans just to be there when you need him. He finds joy in making you happy, and seeing your smile is worth every effort he makes. Even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable for him, he doesn't hesitate to go the extra mile just to make you feel cherished and loved. Number 9. He shows up when it counts. When you're going through a rough time, he's there, even if it's inconvenient for him. Whether it's picking you up after a stressful day or staying up late just to listen to you vent, he proves his love by being present when it truly matters. He doesn't just offer words of support. He shows up with actions that speak louder than any promise. No matter how busy or tired he is, he'll drop everything to make sure you're okay because your well-being is his priority. You'll never have to question whether he's got your back because his dedication shows through in every difficult moment. He makes you feel safe and secure, knowing that no matter what life throws at you, he's right there beside you. It's not just about being physically present, it's about being emotionally available and genuinely invested in your feelings. Number 10. His friends know about you. If his buddies are already clued in on your favorite food or know that you hate scary movies, it means he talks about you, A lot. Guys don't usually dish out relationship details to their friends unless they're genuinely serious about you. It's his way of proudly saying, "She's mine." His friends might tease him about how smitten he is, but he doesn't mind because he's proud to have you in his life. Whether they know about your quirky habits or how much you love that one indie band, it shows that you're constantly on his mind, and he's not afraid to share how much he cares about you. He'll even brag a little, not in a show-off way but in a way that makes it clear he feels lucky to have you. His friends respect how much you mean to him because they can see just how happy you make him. Number 11. He surprises you with thoughtful gestures. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Maybe he picks up your favorite snack or leaves little notes reminding you how amazing you are. Those small gestures? They're his way of showing love without making a fuss. It's not about grand displays. It's about making you feel cherished in the little moments. Whether it's warming up your car on a cold morning or sending you a random "thinking of you" text during a busy day, he finds ways to make you feel special. These tiny acts of kindness show that you're always on his mind and that your happiness genuinely matters to him. He remembers the little things you casually mention and surprises you when you least expect it, proving that he's always paying attention. It's these thoughtful gestures that silently scream, "I love you," even when the words aren't spoken. Number 12. He always tries to make you laugh. Even when life gets tough, he'll crack jokes, act silly, or do something ridiculous just to see that smile on your face. Making you laugh isn't just about humor, it's his way of lifting your spirits and reminding you that he's there for you no matter what. He knows that your laughter is like music to his ears, and he'll go out of his way to brighten your mood, even if it means making a fool of himself. Whether it's sending you a hilarious meme or doing a goofy dance in the kitchen, he just wants to see you happy. It's his way of saying, "I'll always be your reason to smile." And when he sees that sparkle in your eyes, it makes every silly antic and cheesy joke worth it. He'll never stop trying to put a grin on your face because your happiness is his favorite reward. Number 13. He notices when you're not yourself. Even if you're putting on a brave face, he can sense when something's off. He'll gently ask if you're okay or offer comfort without pushing too hard because he genuinely cares about your well-being and hates seeing you unhappy. He knows your usual spark and can immediately tell when it's dimmed, even if you're trying to hide it. Sometimes, he'll just sit with you in silence, letting you know he's there without pressuring you to talk. It's his way of saying, "You don't have to go through this alone, I'm here for you." He pays attention to the little things, like your tone of voice or the way your smile doesn't quite reach your eyes. Even when you insist that you're fine, he trusts his instincts and does whatever it takes to support you, reminding you that you're never alone in facing life's challenges. Number 15. He makes sacrifices without complaining. He might give up his Friday night plans to help you move or cancel his own commitments just to be with you when you need him. He doesn't make a big deal about it because, to him, you're worth it, and he'd rather see you happy than stick to his own agenda. Whether it's giving up the last slice of pizza or driving across town just to pick up your favorite snack, he does it with a smile because making you happy brings him joy. He doesn't keep score or expect anything in return because his love is selfless and genuine. Even when he's exhausted or overwhelmed, he'll still find the energy to support you because your well-being is his priority. Number 16. He misses you when you're not around. You might notice little hints, like how he texts you good morning without fail, or how he calls just to hear your voice. Missing you isn't about being clingy, it's about feeling a gap in his day when you're not there. It's a quiet but powerful way of showing just how much you mean to him. Maybe he shares random memes just to stay connected or mentions how something reminded him of you during his day. Even when he's busy, he'll find a moment to reach out because being apart from you makes his world feel just a little bit emptier. He doesn't just miss your presence, he misses your laugh, your energy, and the comfort you bring into his life. And when you finally see each other again, you can see the relief and happiness in his eyes, as if his world just got brighter. You're not just a part of his routine, you're the person who makes his day feel complete. Sometimes, he'll even admit how much he missed you without realizing how vulnerable that makes him feel. It's those little moments that show just how deeply he cares. Love doesn't always shout from the rooftops. Sometimes it whispers through the little things, the way he looks at you when you're not watching, the thoughtful gestures that speak louder than words, and the sacrifices he makes without a second thought. If you're lucky enough to have someone who shows you love in these quiet, meaningful ways, cherish him. Don't get caught up waiting for grand gestures when real love often lies in the simple, unspoken moments. But here's a word of advice: don't just look for these signs. Reflect on how you show love in return. Relationships thrive on reciprocity, so make sure you're also putting in the effort to make him feel valued and appreciated. Love is a two-way street, and the more you nurture it, the stronger it becomes. If you've recognized these signs in your relationship, or want to learn more about love and connection, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join our community at Soulful, where we dive into the depths of relationships, self-improvement, and everything in between. Let's build healthier, more meaningful connections, together.